The Playmaker is back. This time, we're back with the one and only Johan Cruyff. May his soul rest in peace as we honor one of football's most intelligent godfathers. His contributions to football were so impeccable that even managers like Pep Guardiola were influenced by him and achieved immeasurable success. Now, let's dive deep into the football history of Johan Cruyff. Just like other icon figures who have left an indelible mark on the game, Johan Cruyff left behind a true legacy. He was often hailed as one of the most skillful and graceful players ever to grace a football pitch. Johan Cruyff carved an enduring legacy in the beautiful game, and we'll begin with the early days of the legend. At the tender age of 10, while playing with neighborhood kids in his local playground, the watchful eyes of an AFC Ajax youth coach spotted his exceptional abilities. The coach, astonished by what he witnessed, immediately secured a place for young Johan in the club's youth program. Oh, that's insane. I think Johan Cruyff was the first 10-year-old of his generation to be offered a football contract. And what's even crazier, dude didn't even attend youth trials or anything. He just simply waltzed in, no questions asked. Imagine the outrage such an offer would send through the footballing world today. A few years later, a 17-year-old Johan Cruyff made his debut for the senior squad of AFC Ajax. This was a time when the club was at its lowest point in history, hovering near the bottom of the league table. However, in a single season, Cruyff took the Dutch league by storm. Operating as an attacking midfielder, he scored 25 goals in 23 appearances. That's literally a goal every game, right? Not just that, his incredible performance led Ajax to claim the 1965-66 Eredivisie Championship. This marked the beginning of a remarkable journey. Johan Cruyff had officially arrived. Johan Cruyff's early success wasn't just about personal glory. It was the inception of a legacy built on innovation and individual brilliance. He introduced the concept of the modern attacking midfielder. In an era where forwards were the primary goal-getters, Cruyff played a pivotal role as a midfielder, contributing both in scoring and creating opportunities. His versatility allowed him to move effortlessly across different positions, a tactic that would later become synonymous with total football. Johan Cruyff's subsequent years at Ajax solidified his status as a footballing maestro. He continued to deliver mesmerizing performances, elevating his team to unprecedented heights. His exceptional ability to dictate the rhythm of play from an advanced midfield position set him apart. In his 1967 season, Johan Cruyff was finally arriving. The world took notice as he led Ajax to a third consecutive league title, scoring 34 goals in 40 appearances. Johan Cruyff made sure to not become a one-season wonder, as his brilliance stood out on the next season, registering 67 goal contributions in 43 appearances. No wonder he won back-to-back MVP, Dutch Footballer of the Year award. Still, this man would not stop, man. He'd go on to produce awe-inspiring numbers, scoring 33 in 46 appearances. See, as impressive as his consistency was, Johan Cruyff wasn't all about ridiculous stats. He's been widely credited with coining the term total football. This was a tactical philosophy that required players to be versatile in their positions, and we see this nowadays with teams like Manchester City. For example, take players like Rodri and John Stones. They play for a manager who's been heavily influenced by Johan Cruyff. Pep Guardiola's philosophy is total football. In John Stones and Rodri, you have two defensive midfielders who form a strong double pivot in the midfield and can slot back into centre-back positions when required to do so. Therefore, they maximise their abilities of midfield plus defence. Defensive midfielders. But let's not forget that Johan Cruyff is the godfather of total football. His ability to seamlessly switch positions, pressing opponents in attack, and then retreating into midfield to control the game created a style that wasn't only effective, but mesmerizing to watch. His years of mastering this skill would see him reach new heights in the 70s. He scored an incredible 6 goals in a single match, leading Ajax to Dutch Cup victory. But the zenith of his club career arrived when Ajax secured the European Cup in 1971. Cruyff's complete mastery of the game was evident as he scored 27 goals and provided 15 assists. His stellar performances earned him his third Dutch Footballer of the Year award and his inaugural Ballon d'Or. The early 1970s were the golden years for Cruyff. In the 1971-72 season, he guided Ajax to the Eredivisie League title, once again emerging as the top scorer. His ability to influence the game from deep and surge forward as required made him the quintessential attacking midfielder. To top it off, Cruyff scored only 2 goals in the European Cup final, securing the coveted treble for Ajax. Cruyff ended that season with yet another impressive 43 goal contributions in 45 games. During his time at Ajax, Johan Cruyff scored over a whopping 270 goals. These numbers were never heard of before, especially from a midfielder. Even more impressive, His total football, a philosophy that revolutionized the sport's tactical landscape, has remained an integral part of the footballing ethos of clubs like FC Barcelona and the Netherlands national team. Total football thrived, not just due to individual talent, but also collective intelligence and adaptability. Cruyff, with his capacity to drop deep and orchestrate play, acted as the pivot, enabling his team to transition seamlessly between defense and attack. This style of play laid the foundation for future tactics, influencing not only Dutch football, but also inspiring generations of players and managers worldwide. During his Barcelona days, Cruyff reached the peak of his powers. In 1973, Johan Cruyff joined Barcelona for a world record transfer fee at the time. Cruyff made an immediate impact, helping Barcelona end their 14-year La Liga title drought. His 24 goals and 4 assists in 38 appearances were instrumental in leading the club to victory. But beyond the goals and assists, it was his ability to dictate the game's tempo that won him a special place in the hearts of Barcelona fans. Over his 5-year stint at Barcelona, Cruyff continued to captivate fans with his skills. If you've seen this skill move before, just know that it came from the one and only Johan Cruyff. He dubbed it the Cruyff turn. Cruyff debuted the move during a 1974 World Cup match. He left the Swedish defender utterly bewildered with a breathtakingly simple yet highly effective move. He deceived the opponent with a fake pass, executed a quick 180-degree turn, and just like that, gave us FIFA players one of the best moves in the game. See, this is more than just a skill move. It's a testament to Johan Cruyff's ingenuity and his constant innovation on the field. It's a move still employed by players to outwit defenders and create space. While he watched on as his legacy took shape, Johan Cruyff would go on to manage his former club, Ajax. During his 3-year tenure as Ajax's manager from 1985 to 1988, Cruyff proved that managers can scout talents just as good, if not better than the highest-paid scouts we have today. I don't know, man, because when it comes to career mode, I'd like to say I'm pretty good at finding talented players for my club. What I do hate, though, is when my 55-rated Brazilian youngster always asks me to start in a Champions League final. I'm always like, man, get out of here and subscribe instead. But anyways, Cruyff was a discerning talent scout. He even identified young prospects like Dutch superstars Dennis Bergkamp and Marco van Basten. His return to Barcelona in 1988 marked one of the club's first successful stints. Under his guidance, Barcelona clinched 4 consecutive La Liga titles. Not only did he constantly bless the world with his beautiful style of play, he was one of the first managers to emphasize and stress the youth development of young players. He believed that the youth players were very impressionable and important, since they were always eager to learn and fight for a place. This made it adaptable for his teams to play with flair and creativity. Cruyff shaped modern football. He heavily influenced the 4-3-3 formation, which he pioneered during his playing days. It was a hallmark of total football, thus became a concept that would go on to influence the tactical evolution of the sport. Through the 4-3-3 formation and total football itself, it was only just a matter of time before football delved into other forms of attractive football, such as the tiki-taka style of play, which is characterized by triangles of quick, short passing and high-pressure movement. Cruyff's innovations laid the foundation for future managers and players. It was through Johan Cruyff, pioneer who transformed the role of the attacking midfielder, that saw players like Lionel Messi become the greatest of all time. If you watch Lionel Messi play, you can easily see that his position was influenced by Cruyff. During his earlier days at Ajax, as well as for the national team, Cruyff popularized the ability to impact the game and create chances from a deeper position. Hence why Pep Guardiola players such as Kevin De Bruyne, Thomas Müller and Messi all have the ability to drop deep and pick out runs with precision passes. Johan Cruyff wasn't just a footballer, he was a catalyst for change in the sport. He transformed the way people perceived the game, both as a player and a manager. He instilled a philosophy that is so popular that it's become synonymous within football clubs and their identities. There's no doubt his impact will be felt for generations to come. And there you have it, the remarkable journey and legacy of Johan Cruyff. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show your support by liking and subscribing for more captivating football content from The Playmaker. Thank you for watching.